What's going on, everybody? I go by the name Destino, and if you already knew me, then you knew I like to talk your ear off about movies and TV shows because that is something I do a lot. This past week, I literally went to the movies 4 times. I think that is the most I've ever gone to the movies in 1 week. But I had a lot of time. There was a lot of movies I wanted to see, like that just coming out and are going to come out. And I've decided that maybe I'd give this a shot, something I really wanted to do for a while and haven't gotten around to doing it yet. So this is it. And for the first movie, we're going to talk about My Hero World's Heroes Mission. Gotta slow down because for some reason I get the name of that movie wrong so many times. But if you do like what I'm about to say, then give that video a motherfucking like. And also tell me what you thought about the movie. That'd be pretty cool. Like, we could talk about it and shit. I'm down. Right before I start talking about the movie, I just want to say I'm no fucking movie critic. I'm just talking about my opinion. That's what I like to do. That's what we all like to do. If I say I like the movie, I say I like the movie. You do what you want. But I'd recommend you to see the movie, or I'll tell you exactly what I think. And that way we can just talk about it. And, it's like we're having a conversation about a movie, except it's one-sided. So, it is what it is. But look at this. When movie theaters, when a movie in general does something different and something cool, that's fucking awesome. They gave me this booklet, and it's like a booklet about the movie and things about after the movie that are pretty cool and interesting. But yeah, you don't see that for movies a lot. Anyways, let me jump right into talking about this. Right off the bat, I will tell you, just straight up, just short version, just in case you don't want to see the whole movie. I like this movie a lot, but I did not like it more than the last My Hero movie. So if I were to rate this movie, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. The last movie, I would give it a straight 10 out of 10. And I'm gonna tell you why. I wrote some pros and cons down of why I think this movie is good, but not as great as the last one. And there's some parts of it where I feel like it might have just done better if it was just like a series of episodes, like in the next season coming up. But that's just me. I'll go ahead and talk about the pros of the movie first. So just like the last My Hero movie, and I think the first one, the movies have nothing to do with the show. They're their own standalone things, which is perfectly fine. And this movie is about our heroes tracking down a bad guy who is just being a bad guy and wants to kill everybody with quirks. Spoiler, that's one of my cons about the movie, but I'll get into that a little bit later. I'll talk about the pros first. My positives first about the movie. First and foremost, very simple story to follow, very fun new characters, and great action. So all the new characters that they brought in the movie were funny. They brought their own little, flair and great storytelling that we've kind of seen similar things before, but I still like it because you get a lot of good interactions with the characters we already know between them and the new characters. That brings new things to the table about what it means to be a hero to our characters and yada yada yada, and what they fight for and whatnot. Besides that, there is a lot of great action in the movie, as always. Talk about a little bit later. I didn't like it more than the last movie, but it was very good action, and there was a lot of good moments with characters that we know, students from Class 1A that we follow. The main trio of the movie, if you haven't seen any like advertising or anything, is Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki. My boy Todoroki, he is my favorite easily. They shine in this movie a lot. They shine, in my opinion. I mean, I know they're the best. I know they're the biggest ones, whatever, and the movie kind of centers around them, but they shine a lot. And I wish it toned down a little bit, but they do get a lot of fun and big moments, a lot of cool action scenes with them. And, I'm not going to spoil anything, but those were very fun as well. All right, so I want to elaborate a little bit more about what I meant of the main trio shining a lot, but I wish it was a little bit less. That's because unlike the last movie, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna compare this a lot to the last movie. I've only seen like 4 anime movies in theaters, and well, not in general, but I'm going off of what I experienced in the theaters. So in the last movie, without spoilers or anything, we see a lot of our main class, a lot of the main characters we know working together and doing a lot of their own things. And I felt they all had a moment to shine last movie. In this one, we see them, but not as much, kind of very little, which I didn't really enjoy too much. I kind of liked what they did with it last movie in terms of getting everyone involved. I know that wasn't the point of this movie, but I will say that is one of my cons, because it just felt a little bit more closed. I don't know if it makes sense, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Another con of this movie is that I feel like it is going to be kind of forgetful. So I know I said a pro of it was that it was simple, easy to understand, whatever, and very fun movie, very fun all around, whatever. But I don't see myself like wanting to rewatch it at all. I saw it once and I was just like, cool. Probably gonna be forgetting about it in like 2-3 weeks, if I'm being honest. And another comparison to the last movie. I did not stop talking about that last movie. Now, granted, I did see it in 4D. That's probably a reason I didn't stop talking about it. But that last movie, I have rewatched those fight scenes like 80 times. Not even kidding. Check the YouTube history. No, don't check it. But I have seen that movie, I think twice or 3 times. And I've seen those fight scenes a lot. I love that last movie a lot. I'm not going to say this one is going to do the same for me in the long run. Like I said, this one's probably going to be forgotten for me in about 2 weeks. Not because it's bad, but because, in my opinion, there's nothing that was crazy big. Nothing that was like flair. Like, nothing that was so grand as in the last one. If you saw the last movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you don't see that, I don't know what you're watching. My opinion is law. Another thing, the villain's motives. Now, the villain was kind of cool, but his motives was like the same as everyone's in My Hero. I don't even think it's a spoiler to say, and I actually think I said it earlier, that he wants to kill everybody with quirks. We've seen that so many times in My Hero already, and I wish they do something a little different. It's kind of annoying because all we get that is different is seeing him trying to kill everyone with quirks in a different way. So yeah, we should change that up a little. I don't know, maybe that would make it better for me. Like, make something like, I don't know, there could be so many reasons, you know what I mean? I mean, maybe not, I don't know, I'm not a writer, but I would appreciate seeing something else. I would still highly recommend seeing this movie in theaters. I thought it was very fun. It's a movie you can go watch any day. Look, pick a Tuesday, half off tickets on Tuesday, and go support theaters. But that's a conversation for another time. This movie was good. It had a lot of action, but I do feel like it could have, well, to me, it felt like it was a series of episodes instead of an actual movie, which in my opinion, the last one felt like a big movie, and this one felt like a bundle of episodes. Now, I've only seen like 4 anime movies in theaters, like I said earlier, but I would definitely rank this one 4th. So take that how you will. I'm not saying the movie's bad at all. I'm telling you to watch it, so that's a good thing, right? All right, well, I don't really have anything else to say about the movie, you know, non-spoilery wise. I would love to do another conversation like this, talking about spoilers of the movie, and maybe talking to you guys about the movie, you know, specific scenes, characters, and all that, with spoilers, because that sounds fun to me. But anyways, if you liked what you heard, if you agree with me or not, let me know in the comments. Like the video if you want to see me talk about other movies, like the other movies I saw this week. I saw Dune. I could do a review on that. I saw The Last Duel. No one saw that movie, but if you want me to talk about it, I will. And what else did I? Wow, I forgot. But anyways, let me know if you want to see more. That'd be pretty cool. And I'm going to go see Eternals, and I'm definitely going to do this. Also, I'm a huge fan of Marvel and Star Wars. You're probably going to get a lot of that here. And I watch a bunch of movies in theaters anyway, so you'll probably get it here. If I stay consistent, I hope I do. This was kind of fun. I'll try to talk better next time. I think my setup is okay for now. Don't talk about my setup in the comments. Don't do that. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Cue outro.